What's up, guys? It's MB Boxing. I just finished up watching Alexander Volkanovski versus Max Holloway 3, and this was a 5-round UFC Featherweight Championship bout, and this fight was Saturday, July 2nd, from the T-Mobile Arena in Las Vegas, Nevada, and this fight was broadcasted on ESPN Plus pay-per-view, and in this fight, Alexander Volkanovski was able to get a dominant, unanimous decision victory over Max Holloway. So yeah, this definitely ends their rivalry. Alexander Volkanovski taking all three of their fights. The first two were very close, and this last one just says it all. It says that Volkanovski has gotten so much better since then. Both fighters have improved, but Volkanovski has improved drastically. Just to break this fight down, or just before I do that, this bout scored 50-45 in favor of Volkanovski, and all three judges had the same score as my own, having it 50-45. This was a clear-cut win for Volkanovski. And just to break it down, Volkanovski fought beautifully in the first round. He had really good hands in that round. He was boxing Max Holloway. He was standing up to him, throwing big shots, getting out of the way of shots. I mean, it was primarily a boxing round and a boxing clinic for Volkanovski in that first round. But, I mean, Holloway was also able to land some shots of his own later on in that round, but, I mean, it was primarily all Volkanovski for the first 4 minutes and 30 seconds of that round where he was just outboxing Holloway. But then around two, a cut happened to open up on sort of the eyebrow area, just vertically over the eyebrow area. It was a really bad gash. It opened up due to, I believe it was an overhand from Volkanovski, and Volkanovski again in that second round had beautiful stand-up, and he started to grapple as well, was getting in on the cage with Holloway, getting on a clinch. I believe it was not a tie clinch. I believe he had two underhooks. He had double underhooks, and he was able to take the back of Holloway. Wasn't able to get a return, obviously down to the mat. But, yeah, I mean, Holloway broke through off of that clinch, and then it was just more boxing from Alexander Volkanovski. Occasionally, Volkanovski would go for some kicks, but nonetheless, it was a dominant round for him again. Then in round number 3 and 4, it was just relatively the same stuff. Volkanovski was just boxing beautifully, and it seemed like he could have been en route to even stopping Holloway. I mean, that's how dominant this fight was. And round 5 was really probably the biggest beatdown of it all, because the eye, or should I say the right eye of Holloway, not the eye with the cut, started to swell a bit in that round, and it was super swollen by the end of the fight, and Volkanovski was just still fighting perfectly in his stand-up, and it was really just the boxing that really showed. He didn't really get to show as much of the grappling as he did in their second fight, but in this one, it was primarily all of his stand-up, and it was perfect. So comment down below your thoughts on this fight, your thoughts on this victory for Volkanovski, and this gets into the question, what is next for Alexander Volkanovski? I think in his next fight, he could very well take on the winner of Yair Rodriguez versus Brian Ortega. That fight is happening July 16th. Or he could take on Josh Emmett, who just got a very, very good win over Calvin Kattar. So those are just two possible opponents. Obviously, one is a winner of a fight, and one is a fighter who just is coming off a good win. All of those guys are inside the top 5, so, I mean, definitely those could be his next opponents. But as for Max Holloway losing here for the third straight time to Alexander Volkanovski, so this is just, it's just tough loss. I mean, he hasn't really lost this dominant ever, really. I mean, I can't really remember a time where he has. I'm sure there was a time years ago, but in recent time, he has not lost this dominantly. Yes, he did lose to Volkanovski twice before this, but they were very close fights. This one was really easy to score. So I think in his next fight, he'll take on someone that's like number 8 ranked, number 7, number 6, somewhere around there, get a solid win. But I honestly don't know if he'll get another title shot, because obviously he's already faced the champion in Volkanovski 3 times, and this one was super dominant. So overall, Alexander Volkanovski dominates Max Holloway in their third fight to go 3-0. in their rivalry and to successfully defend his UFC featherweight world title. And yeah, that's really it. I'm MB Boxing. Thanks for watching, and I'll see you guys later.